All right, all the Facebook open. So coming just now. All right. Yeah, shalom.
Yes, sir.
We are the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yahanna. We've been teaching this truth since 1969, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. My name is Officer Maikwa, and tonight I'll be holding on for Officer Galawan. All right? When we look at history, right, throughout history, we have always been taught that we are Africans, right, or we are African Americans, or Venezuelans, or Colombians, Trinidadians, even, right? We have been given all different types of names, right? And throughout history, this is what we have been taught through our school systems, right? That we are the people of the land we are currently in, right? But according to the Bible, understand, the true Israelites are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and we can prove this in the Bible, right? So what we want to do now, we want to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. Right, so get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1 from my place.
I'll
check it again.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 1. And it came to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
All right, so it say, and it came to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, if thou shalt listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, right? Anybody have a dictionary? They look up the word diligently for my please. All right, so this is the Most High through Moses speaking to the children of Israel. All right, so he's telling them here now, and it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently, right? Yeah, diligently.
Diligently.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It says here characterized by steady and earnest and effort.
Mm-hmm. So earnest effort. Anything else?
So that is what I have here.
So you said characterized by what? By earnest and steady effort?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, so it's, you know, and it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently, right, or if thou shalt give a steady and earnest effort, right, to listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, right? So,
right.
Go ahead. Anything else? Or that's it?
That is all.
That's it? All right. All right. Yeah, Officer Yaka, they can continue.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
All right. To observe and to do all his commandments. Continue.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the earth.
All right. So if the children of Israel, right, listen to the Most High's commandments diligently, right, and diligently says giving an earnest effort, meaning that this is an action. This is not just something that you will recite, understand, or just say I will do and not do it. This is an action, which means you have to perform the doing of this law, all right? So like he say, he will set you above, set thee on high above all nations of the earth, right? When he says set you on high above all nations, It doesn't mean holding hand together one with another. All right. So we're not standing in a circle singing kumbaya and I stand and dance around a fire. Right. The nation of Israel is supposed to be above all nations on the earth. Right. And when they talk about being above all nations, right, it more so talking about the nation as a whole having an economy, a proper economy, a political system, a military system, a proper social structure, right? And when you look at the laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, right? This is, as I say, this is the black man's constitution. This is the constitution of the black, the Hispanic, and the Native Indian man. When you look at this constitution, it gives a proper structure to build an entire nation, right? So from there, I wanted to move on to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
All right. So this verse here now saying, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Right. So if you do not listen, so now it's giving you it's going to give you the balance. Right. One verse up in chapter 1 and verse 1, sorry, telling you if thou listen, and the next one telling you if thou shalt not listen. So it gives you the balance like a parent. So the Most High now through Moses is giving the children of Israel his laws, statutes, and commandments and the regulations to follow. Right? So continue.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All right. I want somebody to look up the word observe for me. Babakasha.
Okay. Observe. Notice or perceive and register it as being significant.
Meaning that you're holding this of importance, right? Continue time, anything else?
Can I count some synonyms? The synonyms are notice, see, note, perceive, discern, remark, spot, detect, discover, distinguish.
All right. So meaning that you will take. So read back from the top of the verse again. Babakasha.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
All right. So which means if you do take this of importance, if it just neglect it, and understand, if you just take it as a pastime, right? Well.
And to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All right. So you say all these curses shall come upon thee, right? When I say all these curses shall come upon thee, right? If I may ask this question, when I say all these curses shall come upon thee, what does that mean? Yeah, Officer Taswa.
Well, it means all the punishments for disobeying his commands.
Right? That is exactly correct, right? So these punishments will come upon you, all right? So read over that part again with the cursor.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All right, so all these punishments will come upon you if you don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right, and this is what the Christian leaders neglect to tell us. Understand that we would be punished. Understand if we do not follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Right? They have us thinking that we could do anything we want. Understand? I could be a murderer, a drug dealer, right? A a rapist, understand? Homosexual, right? And go love everybody, right? You could just do what you want, and want to come into the church, understand, and jump up and sing and have a good time, that everything will be all right, right? And that is not true. That is a lie, right? So continue.
And overtake thee. Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
All right. Go back to the last part you just read in verse 15.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So the last part say now, and all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. When something overtake you, what does that mean? Well,
Consume you.
Right? So it means this totally consumes you, right? Don't matter where you go, don't matter what country in, understand? If it's a black Hispanic native man in Westmoreland, or it's a black Hispanic man in Point 14, understand? Or it's a black Hispanic man in Mexico or in the United States of America, right? These curses will be there. You understand? You will experience these conditions, right? And even if, let me say, you are somebody who may attain a better money, right? You being rich and your nation being poor makes you poor. You understand? Because you have no power. You have no power as a nation. You can't barter with anyone or any country, right? Yeah. Well.
Showing that same thing like we're talking about of the nation being poor. I think maybe a good example, maybe like Bill Cosby. Even though he was wealthy, he was rich, as he still suffered, being under the curses. The persecution from the white man, white supremacy. And how that, just really dominated, even though you are so-called rich Israelites. Or wealthy or famous.
And that is a serious point that we bring up too, because even like in his situation, because he has no laws to follow, right? And he does not know the laws, the statutes and commandments of the Most High. He ended up falling victim to the white man, and the white man totally eliminated out of the system, right? So we could move on to verse 16.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed thou shalt be in the field.
All right. So it's a curse shall thou be in the city, right? Anybody have an idea what that means?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Wherever we go, they carry on from the curses. So no matter if you're countryside, no matter if you're in the city, if you're going to Trinidad and go England and think they go follow with what they go.
That's pretty good. Anybody else? All right.